Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Aditya Sai. Welcome to our channel. So today we are going to discuss on how you can run safely, how you can prevent injuries and obviously chase your goals. So most important thing to understand is why you're running. People run for different reasons. Some run for exercise, for weight loss. Some run because they want to run marathons. And these are totally different things. And obviously then there are a group of people who are professional runners. So all these are different categories and you need to understand why you're running. So if you're running for weight loss, then probably 15 kilometers to 20 kilometers per week on an average pace around 7 to 10 is more than adequate for you. If you are running or training to a marathon, then start training at least 5 to 6 months before it. That's very important. And obviously then there are professional runners. So why it's important to understand these things is, if you are running just for weight loss, then you need to prevent injuries. If you are running for a marathon, you need to start well in advance so that you are able to give your best effort during the marathon. And if you're a professional runner, then you know all the basics already and you need to titrate your run to give the best result out of your run during the marathon. When we look at running, it's the easiest doable sport. I mean, you just need an open space, and if you don't have open space, you can use a treadmill also. So the most important thing for running is the shoes. So your shoes should be comfortable. They should not be too tight or too loose. They should give you an adequate support for your heel as well as your arch. If you have pronation in your feet, then try getting shoes which have a correction for pronation so that you don't get foot or lower leg pain because of that. Now there are multiple varieties of shoes available in market, right from the basic ones to the very advanced ones which have carbon fiber and whatnot in them. Generally the carbon fiber shoes, the ultra lightweight shoes are generally recommended for athletes, and typically they try to break the shoe 1 month before the marathon. Don't directly use a new pair of shoes on the day of marathon. Use something which you have used for the past 1 or 2 months and are used to and are comfortable running. Otherwise, you may develop blisters or sores. Now, the other thing is what you wear during your run. So typically use fabric which is rapid dry. It doesn't, it's not tight or very loose. Otherwise, you may develop shaping. The next point is what to wear when you're running. So typically use a rapid dry fabric, it dries rapidly and it's not too tight or too loose. So you want to avoid chafing. If you wear stuff that doesn't dry rapidly, you can develop chafing which can be quite painful. Important thing for people who are training for a marathon is that you need to do a combination of strength training as well as your cardio, which is the running. Otherwise, you will develop joint pains all over the body. So typically issues like a runner's knee or a jumper's knee, some people having back pain, are typical in runners. So that is due to a lack of strength training. A lot of runners do just outdoor strength training, which at the end of the day is not adequate because there is no focus on increasing the weight or the repetition. So it's fine if you want to do an outdoor strength training with no equipment, but then in that scenario you need to have a progressive increase in the loading of your muscles. You need to progressively increase the weight during your training sessions. Now the time of the run is also very important. Typically choose a time which in a country like India it's cooler. So typically early morning or late evening where the climate is much more conducive for a run is better, because you don't want to run out of fluids and get dehydrated. That brings us to the next very important point is hydration. So when you talk about hydration, you should drink adequate water. Drink water when your body needs it. So when you start feeling thirsty, have adequate water. Don't overload yourself with water. Otherwise, that may disrupt your run. The other important thing is what you eat before and after the run. So specifically, if you're looking to lose calories, then post run try to avoid binging on calories. We see a lot of runners and groups having samosas and biscuits and whatnot after the run. It's fine. I mean, if you're looking to build up some calories or endurance, or if you're planning for a marathon, but if you're looking to lose weight, that's not what you want to do. Before the run, preferably around 15-20 minutes before the run, have a banana or something like that to give you some immediate boost for the energy. That's very important. After the run, typically look to have more protein, so that the protein which is broken down in your muscles during the run can be replaced. It's very important and often neglected part of a running is sleep. So whenever you're planning to run, have adequate amount of sleep before the run, so that your body is adequately energized to run properly. If you don't sleep, you will feel lethargic and you will not be able to give 100% for the run. Now, when your marathons are approaching, typically in a week before the marathon, people try to load with carbs. So that's a good strategy. It will help give more muscle glycogen and you'll be able to run better. Typically before a run, a day or two, avoid any alcohol because that has a dehydrating effect. If you're looking to run a marathon, if you're planning to go and run somewhere, do a scout the venue, how it is, where the washrooms are located, and try to reach early so that you're not lost in the chaos. So these are few basic tips, and we'll keep on coming with more videos with regards to running. So stay tuned in, share, like and subscribe our channel.